If you can believe it or not, hurricane season is already here, so I'm going to bring you up to date on what's going on with that. How old is that ship? I'm going to let you know how old a couple of ships are in the Princess Fleet and why that matters. We're going to be talking about the Pride of America, why her recent dry dock also matters, and finally a quick update on the Crown Princess. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Tuesday, it is June 10th of 2025, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please click on that subscribe button, and if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. I sure appreciate your support, and I'm glad to have you with us. So we are here on location. We're in Cambridge, Massachusetts today, and I wanted to give you a quick update. Yesterday, I let you know some of the things that have been going on in our life that kind of made me be missing a little bit. And I just wanted to tell you, number one, thank you. I am humbled by the very sweet and kind emails that I got, and you all are amazing people. And thank you for sharing that with me, and thank you for thinking of us. I very much appreciate it. This morning we had kindergarten graduation that I told you about yesterday, and our sweet little granddaughter got to come. She was there full of pluck and spunk, and what a sweet occasion that was as we sat there really early this morning after our flight got in really late. You know what? It was completely worth it, and so grateful that we're blessed to get to have a family and that we get to be here with them. It is truly the hand of God in my life. So wanted to bring you up to date on that. We are here. I've got a video here that we'll tuck in. We are what they call the Free Point Hotel Cambridge, and it is a Hilton Tapestry Collection hotel. We've never stayed in one of these hotels here. It's in an older building that actually I've been seeing as we've driven by here for years, and it's now a hotel. It has a lot of charm. They've done a really good job renovating it, and the cutest thing here, look at that, you can hang things up there, and there's the ironing board. So it's kind of a funny way to do things, but it also really works, and so we're happy to be here. Alrighty, so here we are at our hotel here in Cambridge. It's actually 2:15 in the morning. We just got here, but I wanted to give you an idea of what this is like because it's a different hotel than Gordon and I have stayed at before. We're really close to the Alewife station. It would be a ways to walk to, but you could, and for the tea. So let me just show you. So you come in, and it is a really nice room. It's an older building, and so first of all, here's the bathroom right here. Show you. And then here's the shower. They give you the shampoo and conditioner, body wash. Got a bathtub. Nice shower. And you've got a full-length mirror here. There's your TV. We got it looks like a queen bed. I don't know, maybe it's a king bed. It's a nice little setup right here if you need an ironing board and an iron right there. There's an iron inside. And then a nice sitting area. Outside the window there, you look out on the road. But just wanted to let you know, this is just fine. And this is what it looks like. It's called the Free Point Hotel Cambridge, and it's part of Hilton's Tapestry Collection. So let's start off talking about Pride of America and why I think that matters. Even if you're someone that sails on Princess most of the time, what is the deal with the Pride of America by Norwegian? So Norwegian Cruise Lines is the only cruise line that has a ship the size that it is to sail around the Hawaiian Islands. Usually a ship is a foreign flagged ship, so it has to visit an international port, a port outside of the United States. Well, that Pride of America there that sails from Honolulu round trip, she doesn't have to go to a foreign port because she is a ship that has the United States flag on it. And so one thing that makes it really special is that if you want to see more ports in Hawaii, that is the ship to take. You can take, for example, several cruise lines. Holland America Princess, just right off the top of my head, do sailings from the west coast of the United States over to Hawaii, round trip back. Sometimes they're from Vancouver. They've got them from San Francisco, Los Angeles, and they usually visit Ensenada or Vancouver. Well, if they sail from Vancouver, there you go. But they always have to visit a foreign port. You have all of those sea days, so they're longer voyages. Usually around 16 days is how long those voyages are. So those cruises just around Hawaii there on the Pride of America are only 7 days, and you actually see more of Hawaii. So it's really important to kind of think of what you want to see. Now, I have had the pleasure of booking several people on Pride of America there in Hawaii, and you know what? People love it. They come back. Some people will tell me, well, it's not quite Princess, but we loved the cruise. I have never had anyone come back and say, I don't like that. And so it is really cool to me that that Norwegian is doing such a good job of taking care of that ship. And since I'm going to be talking to you in just a minute about how old some of Princess's ships are, the Pride of America is just 20 years old now. And she just came out of dry dock, and I thought it would be kind of fun to let you know some things that they did. First up, they gave a refresh to the cabins and to the public areas. They've added a Starbucks, and they actually rearranged things enough that they were able to add 11 more balcony cabins and 3 more interior cabins. So they've expanded what they've got available. And by the way, if you want to go on one of those sailings, they're really popular. And so if you know when you want to go ahead and book it. There is not a huge swing in the pricing on those cabins. You don't see them go down a lot. Just putting that out there if you're thinking about doing that. But they also did some new kids clubs on board. They've moved those and done a lot. I love that people love to send their children to the kids clubs on ships, and I've not heard of a ship having a bad kids club for what it's worth. Going on Holland America, even a ship that is known, they call themselves the cruise line for silver, meaning older people, and they still have excellent kids clubs. And so Norwegian has done a lot on the kids clubs there on Pride of America, and they are also put in a brand new pickleball court. So whatever it is that you enjoy doing, I think that they might have it as far as pickleball. They've got things for the kids, they've got pools, everything that you need to enjoy your cruise sailing around the Hawaiian Islands. Alrighty, let's talk about how old that ship is and why it matters. And I want to thank our Let's Go family member. You know, I talked to you a couple of weeks ago about the Grand Princess and the sailing that she was doing immediately following her dry dock and all of the trouble. So much trouble with the plumbing on board that ship. Everything from toilets not flushing, sewage falling from the ceilings in the hallways, sewage soaked carpets, so much trouble. And at the same time, there were people on that exact same voyage that had no trouble whatsoever. And so it's really interesting how you can be on the same ship and some people are having more of a miserable experience. And if you're in the right part of the ship, everything is peachy. So why does it matter? One of our Let's Go family members that just went through that was able to talk with people on board, and it sounds like the cutoff for keeping these older ships is 30 years. Once they hit 30 years with what is required to be done to keep them beyond that, it's just too expensive. And clearly plumbing is a part of that. The Grand Princess is 27 years old. So in 3 years, it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens as she kind of maybe times out and that ship is sold to another cruise line to do something else with it. So just putting that out there and why it matters. And the next 2 ships that are just close behind are the Island Princess and the Coral Princess. So the Coral Princess right now, she is only 23 years old though, and the Island Princess is only 22 years old. So they are a bit behind the Crown Princess. And so we'll just keep our eye on the Grand, and hopefully everything will be okay for everyone that's got a cruise plan on her. There are amazing voyages planned on the Grand Princess. So I am really counting on them getting all of the problems that we're experiencing. I think it's getting better. We've got some guests that are on there right now letting me know that not quite better. Their toilets aren't working right, and they come and they go, they work, they don't work. So anyway, let us know how things are going on the Grand Princess, as well as if you're on another ship. And just keep in mind, we'll be watching to see what happens as the Grand Princess turns 30. So it's really exciting to me that we just got the Sun Princess last year. We're getting the Star Princess this year, and there are no ships on order right now for Princess cruises. Other than that, it's also notable to me that Holland America doesn't have any ships on order either. You look at cruise lines like Carnival, so many ships on order. So you kind of wonder what the future is with how many people will be cruising on different cruise lines. It seems like the writing is probably on the wall with that. But I like that we still have Princess and get to enjoy sailing on those ships. And clearly, I want to do Pride of America, by the way, on Norwegian sometime. Be perfect. It only takes a week. If you're interested in doing that, let me know. It's not a group cruise now, though. We are not now, but believe it or not, hurricane season is here. And why does it matter? So officially, a hurricane season extends from April through November. Kind of depends on who you ask, where you look, but officially, hurricane season has that range from April through November. It's been a quiet hurricane season so far. We're only in June, but we already have a Hurricane Barbara, in the Pacific Ocean. And the Carnival Panorama sailed from Long Beach on June 7th. And because of the way the storm is going, they are going to still be hitting all of the ports on their itinerary. They're just doing it in reverse order in order to stay away from that storm. So we'll be keeping our eye. Usually we hear of more hurricanes in the Atlantic Ocean, and that's where more cruise ships sail as well. So it tends to have a little bit more of an impact there, but I'll keep you up to date on that. But if you are someone who is super sensitive and really worried about that, I would just say sail outside of hurricane season. We have sailed a lot during hurricane season. I guess that in the Caribbean there, most of the time that we have gone, it's been in October and November, December, January, February. We're like probably not at the peak of hurricane season, but it's just because truly where we live, in the summertime, it's warm where we live, and in the wintertime, it's really nice to go away and be somewhere warm. So let me know in the comments, have you ever been on a ship in a hurricane? Have you ever been on a ship during a really bad storm? And does hurricane season even impact when you decide to go on a cruise? Let me know, because I think it's really an interesting thing to think about. So I look forward to hearing from you. Finally, I've got an update for you on the Crown Princess. The Crown Princess is sailing in Australia and New Zealand during this season. And on June 6th, she was on the southern coast, just off the southern coast there of Australia, when suddenly the wind shifted and causing the ship to list. She listed 7 degrees, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're on board the ship, it makes a difference. And in the end, luckily, no one was harmed, and everything is really okay. But they did have several glass things break, because when the ship tips, things tend to slide off and onto the floor. So things like that broke, and they ended up having to cancel some activities on board the ship. But fortunately, everything was okay, and due to the wind, she changed her course a little bit and made sure that everything was okay with the ship, and then waited out the windstorm that was going on right then. But just wanted to let you know. And you know, funny things like that can happen at any point. You can be sailing anywhere in the world and have the wind shift on you suddenly like that. You can have a rogue wave. Luckily, it's not very frequent that these things happen, and that'd be another fun thing. Let me know in the comments if that's ever happened to you. Let me know, do you have a sailing down there in the Southern Hemisphere scheduled for this season? I'd love to hear from you. That is indeed on our bucket list. Gordon and I so want to get to go to Australia and New Zealand someday, and hopefully we'll be able to get there. But I'm really excited to think of all of those of you who get to go this year. Quick reminder, if you are interested in our group cruises, when you send me an email, will you please let me know what kind of cabin you're interested in, where on the ship you prefer? Like, do you want to be midship, mid-aft, mid-forward, forward, aft? Where is it that you want to be? And throw in there if you have a preference of which deck you're on. Finally, let me know if the pricing that I send you, would you like it to include no package, the plus package, or the premier package? I've been getting some emails from people, and I love your emails, and I'm happy to hear from you. But when you send me, I am just interested in the cruise, and I have to email back and ask you, and I'm happy to do that. But you'll get your information much sooner if you just pop in there what you're interested in, and we'll go from there. I'm really delighted to get to talk with you today. It's really nice to see you. Thanks for joining me. Let me know what questions you've got, and I look forward to reading your comments. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.